Okay, what is up, guys? This is a solo pop-up win that I'm just gonna be talking over and kind of analyzing because at the time I wasn't really recording and talking, so just give something over it. But we're starting here with the Loot Lake drop. This was in the pop-up cup before the patch, so I still have the editing thing where I can edit anyone's structures. Um, so yeah, I drop. I get pretty good loot, and I knew there was no one with me, so or at least no one within these two factories, so I knew I had it for free. So I kind of just played it pretty quick because I kind of wanted to be able to move quickly to either third party someone within the lake or move to get a kill or something. And yeah, I'll just kind of play from there. That was kind of the game plan, to at least for the early game, given my scenario. Plus, I knew I had 50 shields, so with the shield, I could push pretty safely and pretty pretty effectively because most people will still be without shield. So here I got a slurp, which gives me full shield, and I get an AR. So I pretty much was happy enough with my loadout that I felt like I could take a fight pretty well, especially if I got early damage on people. So right now I'm just farming my mat count because it's pop-up, it's so easy to get mats really fast. So you need a lot of mats early game, especially when everyone has this amount of mats, it's not just you. Um, so I kind of farm all the trees, make sure I have about, yeah, 370 wood is a good amount, at least in my opinion, for early game. I was gonna move into the center when I'm pretty sure I spot a guy. Oh, no, no, no. I go off and I loot a bit for ammo because my ammo count was pretty low. So I wanted the light bullets just so I could be able to spray a lot. And then I see the guy with the balloon and I pop him twice, 20 white. So he's hit 40 health. And I knew he was about at most 60. And he didn't build, so he didn't look amazing. Like, he didn't build straight away like I would have. Personally, like, I would have been shot twice, 60 health. I would have just built, tried to find where the guy is. But he just kept on moving. Um, and because I'm 100 health, or 100 shield, and, like, full health, I thought, you know what, let me just take this fight. I can get a quick and easy kill. That'll lead me into mid-game with at least one kill so I can play for points. So here, I take height. He puts a pyramid over top me, but because of the editing thing, I could just edit it through it. And then, he kind of boxes up because I take height, and then I just edit through his stuff. And he jumps, which I'm not really, I think he was going to place a ramp, but which was his mistake because he couldn't actually see me to peek me. So I had a free peek onto his lower body, which then gives me a 110 with the purple pump. So here I pick up the AK because I thought, well, AK, it's really good, like, mid to longer ranges, and then I have the blue silenced SMG, which is good for, like, closer. So I had something to spray. And here I am just going to play out the rest of the lake. I pick up the two explodes because I thought, well, it might be useful. Here I actually pick up the compact, so the choice of the AK is even stronger because the compact can be used to spray down opponents way better than an AR, or, like, I don't need the AR. I was gonna take the extra dynamite, but I prefer nades personally over dynamite. It's really personal opinion, and I'm just kind of trash with dynamite, so I take the nades, and then I pick up the big shield. So this is a pretty strong loadout. I continue farming mats, obviously, and continue looting. So I just want to go over the game plan for this. Because it was so early in the pop-up, and I won, for the 8 points, I won the game. Actually, I think I think this is like my third game. I think I won my second game. Other two games I died off spawn, but because it was so early in the pop-up cup, I kind of wanted to go for maximum points, so I wanted the win. And, so I didn't really want to just play for kills and rush everyone, so I wanted to play, like, super positionally. Because that's what I personally need to work on, especially in scrims, that I'm giving up position way too easily. And it's one thing I noticed in my VODs is that when I'm scrimming, I tend to just say, okay, let's just take edge. You know what? We'll just rotate in. But then you get caught rotating with 3 other teams, you get fucked. So I'm just finding it better to be able to take that initiative instantly to get into a good position. It doesn't need to be high ground, it doesn't need to be on top of a mountain, it just needs to be a good position. So that was kind of my goal for this pop-up, was to do, obviously do well, but it wasn't as much about the points because I'm not a good solo player, personally. Like, I play way better in duos. Like, my high skill games are always in duos or squads, and like, I consistently get higher kills than those game modes, so I knew I couldn't play for kills super effectively without hot dropping every fight, and my hot drops in solos are actually, like, kind of trash. I really need to work on it. My early game is not very good. I'm way better at mid to late game for kills, but yeah, so here I check the circle. Center is the tomato temple top of, like, bridge thing. It's like the above the tunnel. So I was like, okay, well, I can move there pretty easily. It's not that far. So I'm just gonna run. I found no interference. I found no one. There was those 2 people that rifted, which kind of told me that there was 2 and they were fighting, and then the person who was low left, and then the person who was winning the fight probably followed. So I just thought, well, that's probably gonna get cleaned up, and they weren't coming towards me, so there was no point for me to do anything. I was also on the lookout for planes, because I think one of the games I did get just rammed by 2 planes. I killed the first guy, and then the second guy showed up. So I was on the watch for that. So I have a good mat count here. I'm 1 kill with 28 people left. I'm just gonna wait for this next circle because I'm center circle right now. I can just kind of chill. But yeah. So circle's about to reset, and I'm just kind of moving. The plan was actually for me to go cargo, but then I saw that whaling was, like, kind of just a little off center on the circle. So I was like, well, you know, circles never really close in. Like, the third circle's never really exactly center on the map. So I thought, well, you know what? Let me take the Wailing Woods, like, basement area, because that is a constant rift. And yeah, that was my plan, was for positionally. There was fighting up there by cargo, and I didn't really want to get involved. I didn't think... I'm pretty sure I heard someone either rifting or launch padding above me. So I just said, you know what? It's not worth it. Let me just back out. Let me move. This person rifts. I assume that was the player who was low, and I kind of looked for him, but he dived straight down, pretty much. So I couldn't really catch him. So to get to the center of it, like, you see this guy, he moved down. He was flying, and I thought about taking shots, but I didn't really want to make him mad, and turned on me because it's so early in the pop-up that you can really get matched with anyone, even at 8 points, that I thought, you know what, there might be some people who just will play super kill thirsty, will W key, and I just thought, well, I mean, it's not worth it. I might as well just move to this cabin, which has the teleporter in the basement. I thought about looting the chest, but I felt like if I didn't loot the chest, it would have a better chance of people thinking that no one was there, and then maybe taking it. So I come in here, I take the teleporter, and I instantly hear someone building. So I'm just, instincts pop. I'm just like, well, let me box up. Let me assess the situation a little. I know he has edit priority. We both have edit priority over my builds, but I felt like it was kind of safe to do this, and so I just kind of chill here. I mean, I'm fine with where I am. I'm in circle. I have teleporters. I have the rift nearby. Now, my knowledge of whaling is not very good, so I wasn't exactly sure where I would need to go for the rift, but I plan to either use the teleporters or the rifts, and I could kind of just chill. I didn't really know where this guy was. I couldn't tell. Like, directional audio in this game is garbage. Like, I trust it so often, and it screws me over. So I was kind of waiting for visual confirmation. Holy, I can't talk. But I see that he edited a wall, so he's up there, and he knows I'm here. I guarantee you. Here, I kind of wanted to spray him down because he had height on me, and I didn't really like that. So I go to spray out the floor, and I spray. I had to spray out his pyramid ramp, and then so now he knows he's here. And he's taking height over me, and he's just kind of sitting there. Like I don't know what his play was, what his plan was. He had, I mean, in a normal game he'd have all the builds, but so I'm just chilling in the box waiting because he has height over me. So I make the decision to wait, this is not where I am. So I make the decision to get all the walls around me by breaking this one wood wall, or this one brick wall, and then I'm sitting on the brick so I can use the brick freely and then just pick that back up. So that has like 50 brick on the ground. But I'm just gonna sit and wait. There's no point for me to move. I have circle, like I have movement. I have good weapons for close quarters. I can kind of just wait. I have mats, I have loot, I have shield. There's no reason for me to play aggressive, so I just don't. I sprain, but I mean, he can't really do much. I see his position, but I don't expect him to be able to do much. So I just kind of, I take the shot, miss because it's kind of a hard shot. But I can just kind of wait. Just kind of make sure I shoot and then place and stay covered. I hear the planes above. I think there was people fighting above, but no one came down here because I think they knew there was people down here. Because there's almost always guaranteed someone down here with a whaling circle in a scrim or a pop-up. So I'm just kind of waiting. I was actually looking to make a play to kind of get a kill because I kind of wanted this whole area for myself, but I decided just, you know what, let me wait, let me make him make the mistake. There's no point in me risking my position for this. And I get circle again, so like this is probably one of the strongest positions I could be in. A circle with mats with. Because, like, he hasn't made me waste mats. I've wasted 100 wood. I can just kind of sit there. He's editing that stair, but it's not really going to help him. Eventually, I think he breaks it. And then, he tries to spray. Now, honestly, I could low ground peek him there, but, it's kind of super risky. So I just didn't feel confident enough to do it. I honestly probably would if I had a deagle or something. Shoot him out. Whatnot, but, yeah, here he starts to spray, and he gets a shot off, but I mean, it's like 30, 20, 22 damage, right? So, and I notice he has dualies for whatever reason. He breaks the ramp, which gives me the pyramid, and then, I mean, yeah, he can edit a pyramid, but as you see, he can't really do much with the edited pyramid. You can't peek, you can't. Like, you have to peek from somewhere else, and he doesn't want to give up high ground because I'll just build up and then take it from him. So he's just kind of sitting. Circle's closing, but we have it, so there's no point for him to do anything, and there's no point for me to do anything. So we're just kind of at a standstill. I was gonna edit the thing closed, but I can't. I couldn't. If he had nades, he could kill me, like, super easily. I'd have to move, but I don't think he did. Didn't have nades, didn't have dynamite. I had 2 campfires, 2 traps, and launch pad. Like, I had movement for days with this. So, he's back up in his spot. I put a floor there, and then he has to break that too. Just to, you know, make him mad. And just kind of waiting. So here we're outside a circle, but if you look in the top right, the cabin I took the teleporter in to get back to this position is actually in circle. So I knew I could just take that same teleporter out, which was the one south of me, which was a clear free thing to do. And then I just continued turtling. I was gonna wait for him to do something because he was gonna do something stupid. I knew it. he felt the pressure to do something, and I felt like he was gonna drop down, and I could just edit on him and kind of murder him. Because I knew I couldn't sit in this box the second he dropped down. I had to make the first move at that point. But right now, I was free. Could do really whatever I wanted. At worst, I'd sneak away through the teleporter and then I'd trap it and make sure he doesn't follow me. But I'm just kind of chilling here in the box. I had a plan in place, like I had a getaway plan. I had a plan to kill him, which was to wait for him. Like, he just needs to make some mistake, and I'll take it. We're 3 kills away from the top 10, which is 2 points. So I knew he didn't really want to take the fight. But yeah, I knew what I was doing. 109. Like, I knew he was gonna make a move because he could have just rifted. Don't know why he didn't, but I think he should have just left. Personally, that's what I would have done. There's not much he can do to me. But I keep on spraying, and then pretty soon he gets impatient. That's the key. That's the key with this fight, was patience. That I could just sit in this box and wait. I mean, yeah, he spent half my wood, but we hit top 10, which was worth it in my opinion. Circle's closing. I had campfire, so I knew I was safe. And he dropped down. I take the fight and I win it because I have the P90. So, you know, and I drink the mini so I can carry the extra on. And then I go through. And I just kind of wall replace quickly. I sit there, kind of wait it out. So I'm going in with 91 shield into a late game with 2 kills. So I just need 1 more kill for a point for the first elimination point, and then I just needed 5. So here I can see, like, I left that chest, I got a golden eagle out of it, and I got my big shield back pretty much. So this fight, don't ask me why I didn't take the eagle in the first place, but this fight I knew I had to take because I wanted position, and if I gave it up on this guy, like, he'd push me. So I kind of just rush him, and then I go for the double. I wanted to double edit, but I just kind of jumped to him and then sprayed him because I had height. So here, I'm pretty sure I take the deagle. Yeah, I take the deagle, but I had a golden one back there. I wanted the P90 still, so, but whatever. I had position, I had edge of circle, I could just kind of chill. I didn't plan to leave this box because I was in circle and there was no need for me to, so I just kind of, and I was sitting on mats, like, just gonna reinforce this a little, make sure that if I got shot out, I'd survive, you know. So I just kind of made it a little 1 by 1. And then I moved back up. I was sitting on mats, and that got me to 11 points with that 3rd kill. So now I'm just kind of waiting, chilling. I kind of branch in a little so that I could be in circle fairly easily. Then I wanted to move the mats over so that I could, like, have them, but it doesn't really end up working with the brick because they somehow, for some reason, threw out that way. So I just left them, and honestly I didn't plan on using the mats unless I got the perfect circle. So I just kind of sat here, waited. Circle wasn't actually too bad for me. Being in the bottom left, going to the top left isn't that bad compared to being in bottom right, where I could have been if I moved. So I was pretty happy with that. Just sticking on an edge. I also had a launch pad that I knew I had, so I farmed this tree just to get it out of the way, make sure nothing's in the way. And then I kind of just start to peek, check where people are. I knew that there was people center circle and north, and here I knew I had to move. So I was just like, well, I'll just move freely. I could see them fighting. I kind of used the trees as cover. I think there was a guy to my right. I kind of felt that there was. I just kind of built. Yeah, I can. After this game,
just kind of ignored those people.
I was gonna take shots because I was rotating early, but didn't really need to. And then I just kind of take edge circle here. I sprayed that guy out 88, and then there was a guy on my right, so I was being careful with him. I dropped down low ground, I focused on this guy. I take height, more or less, on him. So this guy, he like went low ground. I missed my pump shot, but he was medding low ground, and I knew that I had edit because everyone could edit anything. So I just dropped down onto him, missed my pump, but then I got the spray because he was so disoriented. I screwed up my launch pad there, but got a nice deagle shot on that guy, killing him. And then it's a 1v1 with 5 kills. So I was hoping for the 7 kills, but I couldn't do much there. And I'm just kind of sitting low ground. It turns out that he launch padded, and I was just gonna kind of build up a little and then play that. I had to push to circle, so I kind of wanted to do it around him. And then I just kind of built to make sure I don't get shot. That shot I don't think connected. The tree kind of screwed me here on my play for high ground, but I had circle. I knew exactly what I could do. So I just kind of put low ground. I got 100 pump on him, then a 20, and then a 20. So I wanted to edit him down. I think eventually I do. No, I just shoot him down, and then I got a 97 pump to the head, and that's a free 6 kill win. But yeah. Sorry for the lack of videos. It's just that I don't have much to upload because I'm playing like trash, and I'm playing scrims, which I'm terrible. So because I'm still new to them. But yeah, hopefully I'm trying to start to make new videos, and thanks for watching. And yeah, see ya.